Hi everyone. So recently I was scrolling in my Instagram feed and I saw one video coming up of Ranveer Alabadia, who was in India's Got Latent show of Samay Raina. I'm a big follower of Ranveer Alabadia actually. I share all of his spiritual contents and also I used to share a lot of contents on spirits. So basically, I follow a lot of podcast of him. I love TRS. But to my shock, when I saw that video, I was actually very disheartened, honestly, that he was throwing such a statement in public. Um, also, I read something about that show India's Got Latent. That in that show everything is unfiltered and people can give a lot of slangs, abuse, other people, and quite interesting. I'm not a person who have ever saw even one episode of Big Boss, and now this things which is coming up, it's really a concern. Maybe the comedian is earning in crores. This is not good for the next generation. That's what I'm trying to speak up. For example, if someone of younger than me, for example 18 years old or 16, watches this kind of show, then he actually adapts this kind of mentality in himself. Usually people in India do that. They watches a film and, for example, Animal, very violent content. So they watches this kind of film and they adapts that personality in themselves and go back to their home and acts violently. Same can happen to an 18 years old guy. He or she can adapt that kind of abusive content, that, oh, this is humor, like this we should make fun of our friends, like this we should abuse another person. They can adapt this in their own behavior, and then when they go to the school or college, they throw it out on someone, and that someone can be mentally harmed or affected, and that is what we call bullying. So the thing bullying, which is actually banned in most, not banned, like, yeah, is not allowed in most of the colleges, is now something which is trending on internet and people watching that for fun. So this kind of abusive contents should be stopped. That's what I feel, and this is my perspective. And also there's another concern, is that those slangs on women, now they are throwing it like publicly. Of course we see, we see on the streets that people throw these kind of slangs, but when we were young we were not exposed to these kind of shits. But now the young generation who have internet access 24 into 7 can access this kind of content, which is not good for them. So we as an adult should behave, and this is like, I don't know why people are saying that, okay, this is for Gen Z's. No, in that in that auditorium, most of the people who were there watching those content laughing about it were millennials. Those were not Gen Z's. So this is very bad for the Indian society. This is very bad for our culture. This is very bad for the next generation in itself. We already know what is the condition of women in India. We already know what happened in Kolkata, and we already know the law and order which is right now in India, who is not protecting women. And from that perspective, all those slangs thrown away to women doesn't make sense. Of course, we hear it from our friends, mother dash, behan dash, but adapting it into like normal conversation of each and every day is not acceptable. And the third is, it's not cool as a woman even to speak loud dash. You know it. So it's not, as a woman also, it's not cool to throw away slangs. So these are the new content creators and so-called influencers. So we should, the first thing that we as a citizen of India should do is, not only citizen of India, everyone is do, is we should choose influencers, properly. Not everyone can be an influencer. Comedy can be fun if you can make it fun, but if you cannot make it fun, you use these kind of slangs. If your language is not good, you use slangs to make it fun. Stand up comedians, uh, you know do tell a lot of humor which we really like, actually we like. But this kind of content which is abusive, which is violent, which degrades women to a very to a certain level is not acceptable. As a viewer also, we have some responsibilities when we watch content. So it's better that we avoid this kind of content. We don't make them, crorpatis. I mean, it's good watching comedians. It's good watching, people make fun of each other, but not in an abusive manner, because that actually, after a certain level, makes the another person feel bad about themselves, and it can turn into a different direction altogether. So yeah, that was the purpose of making this video, and that was the purpose of sharing my views and my perspective, my thoughts out in this platform. I hope people can understand and try to change it, or adapt into a new, yeah, adapt into a new environment system where they don't follow certain trends. Yeah. Okay. Bye.